Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we will be unboxing Red Velvet's birthday albums. If you guys are curious and if you guys want to see more, please continue watching. Before we proceed with the albums itself, I'm going to show you the pre-order benefits that I got. And I'm actually really surprised when I saw this tiny box because I messaged makestar. I did mention this in my previous video asking them if I'm going to be eligible for their pre-order benefits and they said no. So that is why I'm really surprised. So they still sent this to me, but since I only ordered 2 photo books, I'm only eligible to get 2. So as you can see, I got a Sulgi photo card. The photos are going to be different across different sites, which is why this photo is not the same as the one from K-Town for You. So as you can see, this one has a holographic design and the photo itself is different. So this is a really nice photo card. Oh my god. So let's see who I got for my second one. Oh my god, I got Wendy! This photo is really pretty. I'm actually loving this holographic design. It gives more character to the photo, and I feel like I actually prefer these two compared to K-Town for Use. So because I already did an unboxing video for 5 copies of this photo book version, I'm not going to go into every single detail anymore. I just want to see who I pulled. Oh my god, I got Silrine. I can't believe it. I got Sulgi's photo card and Irene's Polaroid. I'm so happy. So if you're curious to see how the photo book looks like and who I pulled from the other 5 that I purchased, I will insert the link for my photo book version unboxing. Okay, last but not the least, let's see who I pulled. I'm really nervous. Okay, spoiler alert. This is something new. This is my first time seeing this Polaroid and I'm really happy that I got this. But for Irene, I already pulled her from the previous 5 albums, so I'm not that happy. But I will put this up for trade and hopefully someone trades with me. And that is it for the photo book version. Let us now proceed with the limited edition cake versions. So I guess you already know by the thumbnail of this video and by the very first clip that I did get all 5. I was really nervous because again, I inquired to makestar asking if there's a way for them to send me all 5 versions because I ordered 5. I've never ordered K-pop albums from makestar, so I don't know how it works, but with K-Town for You, if you order more than 1, they assure you that you're not going to be getting duplicates. So I was really nervous because they said they can't promise anything because it's random. So I was really nervous. I actually thought I got just 1 version because this outer packaging has the same color, unfortunately. So I was really nervous, but no, I got all 5, so I am really happy. But anyway, here we have the first pink version, which is Irene's specific version, if I'm not mistaken. So this is how her cake looks like. It is really pretty. So once you open it, we have this birthday standee with their mascot. And then we have this. Oh, spoiler. So I know for next time to not open it that way, but here we have Sulgi's photo card. Sulgi's the one that I pulled. Oh my god, this photo card of her is really cute. Okay, so as I've mentioned, you get a birthday standee and then you have this top of the pink cake, and this is how it will look like. I do not want to put it in because I don't want to pierce this cake top or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, here you have the lyric booklet, which is also really colorful. I'm loving how everything looks like. It's really fun and quirky. And then at the back part, we just have the credits as well. Let us now proceed with the rest of the inclusions. I'm actually not sure what it's gonna be because as I've mentioned before, I always say this, but I try not to spoil myself, so I don't check the album details nor do I check the album inclusions. But here we have the CD. This is how it's gonna look like. Just gonna put that back. And then next we have some photos. It seems like this is gonna serve as the photo book. So we have some photos here in the shape of a circle, obviously to fit the album box, but this is really unique. The photos are back to back, but I'm gonna go through the first front page first, if that makes sense, so we're not flipping through every photo. Oh my god, and these are all Irene's photos. I didn't notice it at first, but I just realized now that since this is Irene's album, the photos are also Irene's. So I know you've seen some group photos, but those photos contain Irene as well. And I think that's a really, really nice idea. This just basically makes this entire album just literally Irene's version, and I really, really love it. It's kind of like the same concept as the digipack version of this album, which I haven't uploaded yet, but I will after this video, so stay tuned for that. It'll be together with the S-Mini version. And that is it for Irene's cake version. For the second album, here we have the yellow cake version, which is Sulgi's version. And as I've mentioned earlier, this outer box or this outer plastic packaging is just the same all throughout the 5 albums. And I wish they also color coordinated based on the members' colors. That way you can tell from the outside whose album it is, but they didn't. So if you were to display it and this cake is not facing you, then you can't really tell. So even when I opened the box for the first time, like I said, I thought it was all just one version. So that's my 2 cents for this outer packaging. I just zoomed it out a little bit. For some reason it's giving me a hard time and it won't focus, so hopefully this does the trick. This is how the album looks like. I'm actually not sure if it was the members who designed their own album. If they did, then they really did a great job. The albums were really cute. Here we have the CD. It just looks the same as the one from before, so I'm assuming that it's just going to be the same all throughout the rest of the other versions. Next we have the birthday cake standee. Next we have the lyric booklet and credits, which is basically just the same as the other albums as well. Next we have Sulgi's photos, and this is actually my favorite inclusion. Most of the time Red Velvet's albums are just pretty straightforward. It's pretty plain and simple. So for them to spice things up a little bit, I really appreciate it. The last time they did something similar or something over the top was during the Summer Magic album. So they released a normal version and then they've released 5 limited edition ones. So it was also like a solo album per each member, and during that time I wasn't collecting any of their albums, so one of my old friends just gave me Joy's because he knows that my bias is Joy. So that's the only one that I have from that limited edition album, so I was really sad. But now that I'm collecting, I'm glad that I was able to get all 5, because those limited edition ones from the Summer Magic album, they've been selling it for a really expensive price now. Like if you were to look it up, because it's completely out of stock, it's really expensive now. Okay, for the photo card, I got another Sulgi. I was hoping for a different member, but I mean, this is her version, so it kind of makes sense. And that is it for Sulgi's cake version. For the third album, we have the blue cake version, which is Wendy's. I'm just going to talk about the struggle trying to secure all 5 of these limited edition albums. So because the time zone is different, obviously I live in Canada and these albums are from Korea, so they are 14 hours ahead. So when they've released the pre-order details, I guess I was sleeping. I only saw it an hour later, and can you believe it? These limited edition albums were sold out. Like, how did that happen? It was still during the pre-order stage. I thought it was a joke. Okay, sorry to interrupt, but here we have the standee for this version. So yeah, it was sold out from K-Town For You, where I usually get my albums. So I was really stressed. I thought it was gonna change because there's no way it sold out during the pre-order stage that fast. because you're getting sales, right? Like, you're making money, so it's a shame if it's gonna be sold out. So I waited for a few hours. I was checking Instagram, Twitter to see if there's any news updates, but like K-Don For You still had it out of stock. So I checked Makestar because that's the other site where I get my albums from, and they had it. It wasn't showing that it was sold out. So after a few minutes of thinking, I finally decided to just purchase them from Makestar, even though I've never purchased K-pop albums from them, but at least I know that they're kind of reliable. Makestar is also foreigner friendly, so I know I wouldn't go through any hassle trying to figure out how to place an order or how to pay or how shipping works or whatever. So I took the bait. I ordered from them. I feel like I was maybe, I don't know, one of the first ones who ordered from them, because after, I guess, like 3 hours after it got released, I placed an order, even though it was a little bit annoying because of all the back and forth asking if I'm eligible for this or for that. And it also took a week. It took like 7 or 8 days before they shipped it out. Last but not the least, oh my god, I got Irene! Finally not a duplicate. She is the cutest. The one with the cutest photo cards every time. Oh my god. For the fourth album, we have the green cake version, which is Joyce. So as a continuation of what I was saying, it was a shame for the girls because they didn't had high sales when it comes to the pre-orders of their albums, but it wasn't their fault. It was because they didn't had a lot in stock. Like, SM didn't produce that much because they could have done so much better. So fans were just really annoyed and disappointed because obviously the girls are working so much for this comeback and then they're not getting the support that they need. But anyway, alas, here we are. This comeback's been pretty great. In terms of the song, I feel like I haven't talked about their title track. At first, I really didn't like Birthday. Usually, the first time I would listen to it is by watching the music video. Music video was great. It was spotless, but the song itself, it wasn't that catchy the first time that I listened to it. It started to grow on me, I would say, the second day when I was listening to it. I was like, oh my god, this song is stuck in my head. So I was like, yeah, that's when I got into the Birthday craze. Here we have the standee for the blue cake version. I really enjoyed their B tracks. My most favorite is gonna be Celebration. The first time I listened to it, I immediately liked it. I guess I'm just really into their soft and mellow songs, but then again, like I said, Birthday grew on me and now I'm really enjoying it. I can't seem to think what it's similar to. If I were to compare it to their past albums and songs, I just can't get it. Like, I don't know what era would it be similar to. Everyone was hoping for like a Psycho comeback, but I'm not complaining about this one because I feel like it's still kind of like in the the velvet side with a little mix of red, but mostly velvet. But anyway, everything was great regardless. Last but not the least, oh my god, we got Yeti's photo card. Ah, she looks so gorgeous in this PC. And that is it for Joy's cake version. We are now down to the very last version of this album. So this is the purple cake version, which is Yeti's. So far so good. I think in terms of inclusions and photo cards, they could have done a little bit more. I'm just realizing it now because if you were to think of it, the only main inclusion that we have in the album would be one photo card and that's it. I mean, it would have been a lot greater since they're already going over the top to include something else, but even the standee doesn't have a photo of them. So yeah, because even the photo book version has one photo card and one Polaroid, but this one just has one photo card, so it's a little bit of a waste. Next we have the CD. So again, it's just pretty much the same. Next, we have our last lyric booklet, and you know what I've noticed not until now? This album doesn't have an SM pamphlet. Oh my god, I feel like they always have that in every single Red Velvet album. Yeah, I just thought about it now. But here's a close-up. I realized I didn't really give you guys a close-up of how this one looks like, but there you go. Last but not the least, we have Yeti's photos. Oh, this one was my favorite from the photo book. Yeah, I feel like this era is Wendy's and Yeti's era. I really loved Yeti in this album. Oh my god, she looks like Irene in this photo. I think I've also said that in my previous unboxing, but I really love Yeti's look. Most of the time I don't appreciate like how her overall look turns out, but in this comeback they did a really great job. She's the only member who hasn't done a solo album debut so far, so hopefully we can see that next year. And speaking of next year, I did order Red Velvet's Season's Greetings, so it'll arrive beginning of next year. I will definitely do an unboxing video on that. It's gonna be my third Season's Greeting so far that I did an unboxing video for, so stay tuned for that and stay tuned for my next Red Velvet unboxing. I'm really hoping... Oh my god! Oh my god, I finally got my bias. Ah, she's so pretty. I was hoping for either a Wendy or a Joy photo card, and thank you so much for giving me my bias. I am so happy. And that is it for Yeti's cake version. Last but not the least would be the full-size posters. So the first two were for the photo book version that I also showed in my other unboxing video. And then the last two, so this one I got from the cake version. So this was the one for the limited edition. Same with this one here, and this one is my favorite. And that is it for the limited edition of Red Velvet's birthday albums. If you guys did like my video, please do give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Annyeong! I only have love for you.